Hey guys, let's get right into it. Wait, before we get into it, I said it in my last video and I want to say it in this one because hopefully she's watching. I don't know how long ago it was because like I said before in my previous video, I do not check my Instagram hidden messages because, you know, I've been getting some crazy, so I don't like to entertain them demons. But I recently checked and I saw that a young lady wanted me to do a happy birthday video for her sister. She said her sister was a huge fan. If that was you, please hit me up again because I went to click on a message and it disappeared. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if you deleted it or if I don't know if I just don't know how to work Instagram messages. Please hit me up because I want to do it for your sister. I don't know when you sent it, but just know guys, if you're sending me something, let me know in the comment section if you left me a message or something because I check YouTube more than I do YouTube comments more than I do Instagram comments. And if we are not friends or don't follow each other, your message goes to a hidden folder and I have to go to that folder to actually see the message. You guys know how Instagram works. Like I said before, I stay out of there because I've had some not very well people, you know, try to get your girl out of herself. As the channel grows, a lot of beauty comes with this and so does a lot of ugly. So I try not to check there as much, but if that was you, please hit me up again because I do want to do that for your sister and, you know, whatever else you ask because I feel like I owe you double. Because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I meant to do it and I'm trying to do it right now, but something happened with the message. I don't know. I don't know if they expire after a while. I don't know. But please hit your girl up because I do want to do that for you and for your sister. Thank you or your sister for being a fan. I truly appreciate the love and support that I get here. You guys, you don't know. You don't know what you do for me. It's been a rocky COVID and a rocky race war for your girl. I am yet holding on, but you guys have been a true blessing and I thank you. I really, really do. Now, let's get into the jokes. So, Brittany, you know, I don't think there's going to be too many jokes with this couple because I am just really disturbed by Brittany and Yazan. This is a toxic couple. This is a toxic couple. Brittany and Yazan are that toxic couple that's in everybody's friends group or in everybody's family. You don't like to invite them places because they always start a fight. It always gets out of hand. It always gets violent. One of them either gets stabbed or one of them calls the cops on each other. And it is just an uncomfortable situation for everybody around. That is Brittany and Yazan. That is Brittany and Yazan. They are that toxic couple because watching their scenes this episode, I was just like, whoo, this is ugly. I don't want this relationship for either one of them, to be quite honest with you, especially Brittany, because I don't think that, you know what, I don't know, because I saw the preview for next week and I was just like, do you really want to be with this man? Because at first I thought she was scamming for, you know, her rap career, or just coming on this show so that her rap career just brings some type of buzz to herself. That's what I felt like she was doing. This episode and the episode to come, the way she's breaking down over this dude, I was just like, ooh, are you really sprung on Yazan? Because he is definitely sprung on her. This couple, y'all don't work. Y'all don't need to be together. Listen, love conquers all, but not in this situation. Y'all come from two totally different cultures. Neither one of you was willing to budge. It just will not work because here we see Brittany and Yazan. This is after his whole halas. Halas with that hand right here. Like he about to pop her. Girl, you better go home. Anyway, after the whole halas thing, he comes over to her hotel room and tries to butter her up. The fact that she still entertained him, I was just like, is this for your rap career? Do you really love this dude? Have they bumped genitals? Like what? Do they have this connection just from talking? Because something, I don't know. This toxic love is boggling me because I don't know what's keeping these two. I really, really don't. If they have entered into premarital sex, I'm scared for Brittany because I don't think that his parents know that. Maybe the dad. You know, dads always know. So anyway, she allows him to come over and she's just like, he better. Because that smile, she be cheesing hard. He better apologize to me because I ain't like what he did. I still love you, girl. I was like, okay, this is, you guys are new to this season. You need to give us something. So this is why I'm thinking that she's still entertaining him. But when he gets to her place, he walks in, he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. You know, I'm jealous. I love you. I do this because I'm jealous. Hell to the no. That's that textbook ID channel kind of mess. That, oh, you make me angry. I'm just really jealous. So that's why I go off like that, because I love you so much and you make me really jealous. So that's why I'm insane when you hug another man. Nope. Brittany, this ain't for you. This ain't your culture. You don't understand this, mama. You don't understand this. You need to go back home. So he comes in and he comforts her, and she, you know, accepts the flowers. Oh, thank you. She accepts the flowers from him. And now they're going to go meet his parents. And he gives her the hijab. And he's just like, you have to wear this because this is the culture of the land and it shows respect to my family. Nothing wrong with that. Sis, you're in Jordan. Why are you acting like this? Well, I don't want to wear it. I don't want to wear the hijab because that's not my religion. That's not who I am. You messing with a dude that's Muslim and lives in Jordan and you're trying to move here to live with him. That's going to be what you do. What is missing? What is missing? What were your conversations like? Because it's just really weird to me that all of a sudden they're talking about getting married. She says she loves this man, and then she gets to Jordan with an intent to marry him and live with him in Jordan. But now she's having a problem with the Muslim religion and the culture here. And I'm like, what happened in the conversation? Did y'all not talk about it? Because he clearly has said it to her. He always says, remember, babe, I told you that you have to do this. So I'm thinking that Brittany is trying to cause conflict to have, you know, some kind of storyline. But I don't think Yazan is in on the storyline. I think this is all Brittany, because out of nowhere, we see a flashback where she was just like, last time I visited Yazan, I was, you know, it all garbed up and his parents were really respectful and really, really nice to me. And I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, you didn't have a problem with it then. Why now with a camera crew, you have a problem wearing a hijab and dressing a certain way and respecting the culture here and their boundaries? What's different? And I think she's just doing this for the cameras. But again, I don't think her man know. I don't think that Yazan is aware, because they get into a little spat about the hijab. And she's just like, I ain't gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this when we get closer to your parents' place, Yazan. So they arrive to the parents' place. She puts on the hijab. The mom loves her. The dad loves her. So I'm like, something ain't right, Brittany. Something ain't right. Obviously, you have met this family. You have had a good time. Y'all have talked about getting married. Because as soon as she walked in, the parents were just like, okay, so on Sunday, y'all getting married. Like, everybody had this intent, this idea that they were getting married right away. All of a sudden, Brittany's just like, well, my parents, I want them to be here. They can't get here like overnight. It's going to take some time. I told you January, and I don't know if I want to get married right away. And listen, was mama wrong? Was she out of pocket? Absolutely. But I think that Brittany led them on to think something. And then when she got there, she switched everything up, because they were completely shocked by everything. Like, the dad was literally getting a wedding ceremony together, and Brittany is just like, I don't think so. But like, this isn't happening. We're not ready. So I don't know if Yazan is not relaying the proper information to his family, but something was lost in communication, because the parents thought they were about to start planning a wedding that was going to happen in a few days. And Brittany was like, no, Yazan, 26 years old, can't talk to his parents and like tell them the truth. There was something going on here with the communication. But what wasn't lost in communication was Brittany's mannerisms, because the mother didn't know the language, but she picked up that her son's future wife or current girlfriend was not into getting married to him right away, because the mom, she loved her. She's like, oh, you're so beautiful, you know, complimenting her and everything. They start talking about the wedding, and all of a sudden the shift in the energy changed with the mama, because she could tell that Brittany was telling this dude no. And that's not what they had expected or planned. I will say this, right? Yazan keep on talking about how his mom is not on social media. You know, she's a Muslim woman, so, you know, she respects the man and she stays at home with the kids. And, you know, she's very, the way Yazan explained his mama was that she was very, just not up to date with the cultural norms of, you know, of today, all across the world. Like, she just wasn't up to date. She was very, we would call it old school in America, right? However, I'm like, Yazan, you say what you want, but your mother is on somebody's black Twitter, because the way she started going back and forth with Brittany, I was just like, you don't pick that up in seconds. The way she was talking to Brittany, when she realized that Brittany and Yazan was getting into a little something, she was like, hold up. Tell her that you can't talk to your husband like that here. Tell her that when she gets married, she leaves that family and we become her family. Tell her, and she started doing all of this. Tell her that she can't tell her husband no. And guys, did y'all see that she was doing this too? I was like, Somebody got a fake profile on Twitter and they are a part of Black Twitter. They are probably trolling us right now. Somebody is lying, because the way Mama had the mannerisms in Jordan, the way she was talking back and forth to Brittany, I was like, either you and Brittany have met several times and you have studied her lingo and her mannerisms. Either that's it, or somebody is lying about not being on social media. She was just like, you don't say no to the husband in her language, but homegirl had the mannerisms. Is this what y'all do in Jordan? Because to me, this is African American. Especially when you add the shoulders and the neck into it. So Mama was ready for Brittany, and I was a little thrown off, especially when they were leaving, and she was just like, I don't want my son to be 26 years old, unmarried with no kid. I'm trying to explain that to them, and they're sitting on the couch calling each other babe, babe, babe. I was like, Mama is on Twitter, y'all. Mama is on Twitter. She switched up so quick. Shoulders, necks, babe, babe. They calling each other babe. I screamed. I hated the way they talked to Brittany and what they said to her. I just was not ready for the mom. The mom caught me off guard. When she did this with the neck roll and with the shoulders and then the babe, that I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the switch up. That's what I will say. I wasn't ready for the switch up. What I will say is that Brittany was being disrespectful to Yazan. And she knows that that is anywhere. You can't do that in America to anybody in front of their family. So she knew what she was doing was wrong, but she knew what she was doing to Yazan in front of his parents was extra disrespectful, because she knows this culture. She is just trying to buck at it for TV, and it's not working in her favor. Was she disrespectful? Absolutely. I didn't like it. It made me uncomfortable, because I was cringing, because I'm seeing like Yazan, who obviously loves her, is trying to make this work and trying to tell her, babe, babe, no, because babe, like really, trying to calm her down, because she is telling him that she's getting upset and she's not ready to get married and all of this stuff. I get that, honey. But everybody knows you don't fight with your partner in front of their parents. You'll cuss your man out in the car, and by the time you get to that front door, you are Barack and Michelle Obama. You know what I mean? Like, you are cool, calm, and collected and in love. They don't need to see you cuss their son out in front of them. They sitting there at the kitchen counter looking dumb. What did you think the mom was going to do? Any mom would get hyped, especially with the chick, and be like, wait a minute, who you talking to? Not my baby. Not my child that I pulled out of my vagina. You're not disrespecting him in front of me or ever. Like, what does she think will come out of that? I think she knew. And it became too much for her, because she put a little cayenne pepper in this pot and didn't know that she put the whole damn spice rack in there, and it got hot and heated, and she was not able to handle the results. However, Yazan's parents was dead wrong. Dead wrong, especially the mama. She did not need to she did not need to react the way she reacted. I think she overreacted. She overreacted so much the dad was like, get your girl and go. Like, even the father was like, okay, I'm a little disappointed, but the way you're acting, ma'am, you're doing the most. Especially since you didn't want to be on camera. Why are you in here with all this talk? And then they have to understand, Yazan fell in love with an American woman. They are going to have some difficulties culturally, because neither one of them is willing to bend or break for the other concerning their culture and their beliefs. Brittany, I have no idea why you were trying to live in Jordan with a Muslim man and you don't want to abide by any of the cultural laws or any of the religious rules and beliefs that he holds near and dear. I don't know why you're here. It doesn't make sense. And I don't know why Yazan is trying to marry an American woman who is very vocal about not bending and breaking to his will that will be acceptable for his culture, for his religious beliefs, and for his family. I don't know. there's love there. There has to be love or passion or lust. I don't know what it is, but something is there because they get really emotional about each other. Like when she disrespected him in the car, like I didn't like that. When she was just like, you need somebody else. Why don't you go marry one of your cousins? Brittany, come on. You don't talk to any man like that. Any man that you love or any person. Like you don't disrespect people like that. I thought that was really low. I got her frustration because she feels like he's trying to change her. Absolutely. How is this news to you? So I don't know whose side that I'm on because I think the both of them are just unequally yoked and they just need to get out of this. I think they keep on trying to make this work and there's far too many issues and not enough compromise for this couple. Neither one is going to compromise. Like, I don't know why Yazan didn't prepare Brittany for his family saying, when you get married to our son, you forget your family. They no longer matter. We become your family. How did he think an American woman was going to take that information? So I think that there was wrong on both sides. And I just don't think that this couple is going to make it because, like I said before, there's a lot of compromise that has to happen and neither one is trying to compromise. So what are y'all doing? Yazan, I hope you didn't, enter into this woman that wasn't your wife because that might be it. Brittany might be the first person that he's had sex with, so he is just going. You know what I mean? And looking at Brittany. She put it on to make him want to marry me. Put him on to make him want to marry me. Go ahead, Brittany. So I'm thinking that's what happened. And now they're trying to make this situation work. He sprung on her because that's the first woman he's ever been with probably. And she sprung on him because he's a great opportunity. That's what I'm thinking now. I think my opinion is going to change vastly next week because the way Brittany was crying in that car in that preview, I get her crying, in front of his parents and be like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on and walking out. That was a very tense situation emotionally. I would not have cried, but I would have felt very uncomfortable and probably left as well. So I'll give her that. Next week when she's crying about, him not accepting her and wanting to make it work, I'm like, is this the real deal? I'm so confused with this couple. I'm so confused about how they got together, how they decided to make it work. Was this just a curiosity thing that went a bit too far? Was he curious about what it's like to be with an American woman and to top it off, a Black American woman? Because let me tell you something. The men of the world love a Black American chick, especially one with, certain mannerisms. Okay. I don't know what America is sending out about sisters from the hood, but when you travel outside of the world, it's huge fetish. I will say that it's a huge fetish that, if you're just going for, eat, pray, love, it's something greatly to take advantage of. Outside of that, it's weird. It's very, very weird. So I don't know. Maybe he was just like, oh my goodness, I got an American woman. I got a Black, hood, ghetto, bougie type, Black. Oh my gosh, I got the ones that I see in the rap videos. Maybe that's what he's thinking about Brittany. So maybe that's what attracted him. And maybe her thing is, oh my goodness, I got me a man from Jordan. I got dudes in different area codes. Maybe that's what she's thinking. I don't know, but I don't know what else could keep them. I'm hoping it's more than a fetish, but at this point, I'm like, I feel like you two, it was good on paper. It was cute. It was a cute little fun thing on Facebook that probably went too far when y'all did the forbidden dance, when y'all bumped them genitals. Maybe that's what messed this up. Sex messes up everything. If it's with the wrong person, whoo, you gotta be responsible with your coochies, ladies. You get in this type of situation. Now she's enjoying crying over a man that's about to smack her because she talked too much. I will say this though. I didn't like how he did the halas with Brittany, but Brittany, your mouth is a little slick. Your mouth was a little slick. Not saying that she deserves to get popped or disrespected, but if you want respect, you gotta give it, mama. That's all I'm saying. And go back home to America. Jordan ain't for you. It is not for you. Now it's time for America's favorite couple, Kenneth and Armando. So Kenneth is making his way down to his man, listening to his jams, living his best gay life. And Armando is sitting at home waiting for his bae to arrive, crafting for him. He is literally cutting out, cutting up the map. Can you do that? When he was cutting the map, I was just like, ooh, is this cutting books? You're not supposed to do that in Philadelphia. We're just patriotic. So maybe that's it. Maybe you just couldn't cut up a map in Philly. I don't know. But anyway, he is crafting for his man because because Kenneth likes when he, makes him gifts, because he doesn't have a lot of money, so he really appreciates when Armando crafts for him. And I'm just like, if you crafting for your dude, this love. Let me tell you something. When you find yourself sitting cross-legged, you know what I mean, on your floor, cutting out magazine pictures and posting them little 3D stickers from Michael's on a wooden frame with some glitter glue and, words of affirmation, you in love. When you do that for a dude, you're in love. You didn't just go to Macy's and pick something up out of the men's section. You went to Michael's and you put in time and work. You got glue all over your hands, probably got glue on your edges, messing up your acrylics and your carpet because you want to make something for your partner so you can let them know how much you love, adore, and care for them. You are in love when you craft for a partner. That is a true sign of love. I love this couple. TLC, you got this right. You got this right. I'm going to give you another shot with black women on this show. One shot. One shot. Speaking of black women, there is a show on TLC, coming up on TLC. It's a black family with like 11 kids. It's like, TLC loved them multiple kid shows. So this is their first, is it? No, that was on OWN. This is their first, black family with multiples. I think they already have 9 kids, right? Or 8 kids, and the mom, no, they have 9 kids. They have 9 kids, and the mom is pregnant with twins. Every time they got pregnant, except for their first time, they have multiples. I don't know what that condition is, but I know that there are some people who that has happened to, where it's just like every time they get pregnant, the embryo, the baby split into other babies. So that happens with some people. So this is going to be a really interesting show, and I'm here for it. I saw their trailer today on TLC's Twitter account, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Why can't we have multiple kids too? A multiple kids TV show as well. Let this family get a Huggies endorsement. You know what I mean? Let them get some coins too. I'm here for it. I would definitely check it out. I don't know the name of the show. I think I'll probably put a link to the trailer in my comment section, or maybe a picture, or maybe a cast photo. I don't know, but I'm gonna put something in here so you guys can check it out as well. I'm gonna be watching it, not reviewing it. It's a feel-good TV show. Ain't no mess going on. But I will be watching it. It's very, very interesting. What the hell was I talking about? Kenneth and Armando. Tangents. Mama is on tangents. Kenneth and Armando. Oh, I'm done. There's nothing else to say about them. I will say that for me, this couple is our gay Lauren and Cameron from Love is Blind, because you just fall in love with them instantly and you want them to win. I want this couple to win. I don't want them to have any kind of issues, because for me, I don't feel like they're faking anything. I think this is the real deal. And when it's real, when I believe it's real, I'm gonna fight for it. I want this couple to win. Kenneth and Armando, you gotta stand out of me. Ariella and Benyam, or Benyam, B. Ariella, you stayed in that apartment and used that restroom. Mama, with your unborn child, you got that mold creeping up into your coochie and, messing up your baby head. Girl, no, I know you love him, but sis, you got to do better. You make terrible decisions. How old is she? She's very impulsive. Nice girl, but she's just very impulsive, because it's very obvious that her and Benyam did not know each other before they got pregnant. Didn't know each other. So anyway, before I move on, probably somebody from TLC is watching me, or maybe one of you will get the message to them. Listen, there are a lot of us who struggle with bathroom phobias. If you could, put a trigger warning before you show a filthy bathroom. That would help me out a lot, because I'm still messed up. I was not ready for the bathroom in the new apartment that Benyam has acquired for his pregnant fiance. So Ariella's mom, like any mom would do, comes to visit her daughter, and of course she is in shock of where Benyam is living. Put a pin in that, right? One of you, thank you so much, shared with me Benyam's B's wedding video from his first wife. I just cannot believe that this man is taking down American women living like this with no kind of resources. I just don't believe that this is where he actually lives. I don't think that second apartment is actually his. I'm getting storyline from this. I don't think that Ariella and Binion stayed in that apartment. I really don't. I just don't. I think Binion is playing this character that fits the narrative of the show. Listen, get your coins, brother. But I'm like, you keep on getting these American women who obviously come from some kind of money. Ain't no way you're taking them back to apartments that look like this and, you know, playing in their guts. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. I don't think this is how he really lives. I really don't. And I don't think that they stayed there in that apartment. I just don't believe it. Because when her mom comes there, Ariel is just like, oh yeah, this is the kitchen. I know, right? I know, right? I know. I'm laughing, but I'm terrified. I know, girl. I got the same issue. I don't believe it. The mom was like shocked, but she was giving me Ariella stayed in the hotel with her the night before they shot this. Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If you guys have additional tea about this, let me know. But right now, I'm just not believing it. I'm thinking that this is just set up to give us some kind of shock value and to further the narrative that Binion comes from a very poor country and he doesn't have a lot of money. I think that's true. I think he doesn't come from a lot of money, but I'm thinking that he's more middle class in Ethiopia than he is impoverished. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Where was he wooing these American women? Was he only sleeping with them at their home? Was he being taken care of? Maybe if that is expressed, if Ariella says, well, I take care of him, if the last wife, was taking care of him, maybe that would make more sense, but we haven't heard any of that. So I'm like, where were you guys having sex? Where were you guys going on dates? Not in anything like this, because the way Ariella looked, there was no way that she expected this from him. So something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up. This gives me storyline. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. Anyway, the mom is like, my daughter is not staying here. She's not living in this, and you as a man cannot have your wife and your child in a home like this. So Binion is just like, oh no, this is just for 2 weeks. I have a place that's being built for us right now. He takes them to the apartment that he's having built for them. Do what? What, Binion? Ain't no way. Ain't no way these American women were okay with this kind of living condition before you proposed and got them pregnant. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Because this apartment, it's just terrible. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's terrifying. It's unhealthy. No pregnant woman could survive in something like that. It was very unsanitary, that bathroom. So yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I think we're just going to continue to get like shock value from this couple. And it's going to be, oh, she loves this man, but he's very impoverished. But his story ain't adding up. His story is not adding up. And Binion is an entertainer. So I wouldn't be shocked if he went along with this. I wouldn't be shocked if he even, talked to the producers and wanted to create some, interesting things that pop up during their season. He gives me, I won't say opportunist, but he's a performer. He's a performer, and this is a great opportunity for him. When we met him, he was in the studio. Never been in the studio before, but the first time we meet him, his introduction to us was him in the studio creating a song. Opportunity. He sees this show, maybe he is an opportunist, but he sees this show as a way to sell his product, which is himself as an entertainer. Like, he's been selling that since we've met him. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that this storyline needs to be a bit more believable for me. Because I ain't buying it, guys. I am not buying it. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it. And before I move on, I do want to say this. Ariella and her mom were putting a lot on Binion. And I understand, right? But at some point, Ariella has to take responsibility. Ma'am, you raw dogged a stranger and got pregnant. That's what we really need to talk about. They don't really know each other. They probably flirted a bit when she was, doing her little tourist travels. Maybe he was another tour guide. I swear, these American women love taking down a tour guide. Maybe that's what happened. But you were having unprotected sex with a stranger and you got pregnant. That's what's happening here. And now you two are trying to make it work. You are the diversity version of the film Knocked Up. That's what this is. That's what this is. Her mother also needs to look at her daughter like, man, this is what you raised. You raised this girl who was raw dogging strangers in different countries and getting pregnant and bringing a baby home and making it everybody else's responsibility but hers. You're a grown woman and you're just like, oh, where are we going to live? Oh, what are we going to do? You need to figure that out. You need to figure that out. Ariella also has to take responsibility as well. This should not be on Bingen. He is not the bad guy here. You both were having some fun and got caught with a pregnancy. The scammer and the fool, also known as Jenny and Summit. So Jenny and Summit are out. They are meeting up with one of Summit's friends, the guy we saw last season. And Jenny, while they're hanging out, says to him, who's a total stranger to her, she don't know this man. She says, why didn't you tell me that Summit was married? He don't know you. He's Summit's best friend. He don't have to say nothing to you. His loyalty is to Summit, not you. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that he was already married? Oh, he don't know you. He don't got to say nothing to you. You just want to be this. And I'm really choosing my words. One, because I was raised with respect. Like, I can't go in on this older woman because I was not raised like that. Two, I'm afraid of your daughter-in-law. She looks like she can fight. I can fight, but not to the levels that she, look like she can throw down. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty. You know what I mean? Like, I'll windmill. I'll pick up a brick and throw it. You know what I mean? And they call my cousins my rough cousins. But she looks like she will take hits to the forehead. You know what I mean? Let you cut her up with a razor and she will keep on going. So I'm choosing my words wisely. But ma'am, Jenny, this is all your fault. This is all your fault. The scam was right in front of you. You saw it and you kept on walking towards it. This is on you. This is on you. Don't I seem crazy? Don't I look like a big idiot for coming to India without seeing any divorce papers? Yes, you do. You look like a big idiot. Yes, you do. But again, this is on you. You're doing all this mess for the cameras, turning to Summit. Go, let me see the paperwork. Where's the divorce papers? I want to see it now. You live with him. You moved to India 3 times now to be with this man. After he played you on national TV in front of the cameras, you came back. You came back, and now that you're living here, after you sold off your life, left your kids and grandkids nothing. I know some people didn't like that comment. I don't care. Millennials are in debt. The least you can leave us is $5 damn so we can bury you. Anyway, you sold off everything and moved here with this man, and now you're asking to see divorce papers. Jenny, I can't. You and Elizabeth need Jesus. Y'all not well. Y'all are willing cons, and it is just so sad to watch. But it's also infuriating when you guys try to play victim. You're not a victim. You're a willing con. Devin and Ji-hoon. So, listen, guys, we joke and we have fun here. I said that Ji-hoon had the Korean hammer, right? A lot of y'all responded with how tiny it was. Guys, we're not going to do that. We know the westernized stereotype that Asian men are, not well endowed, which is not true. Don't ask me how I know. But, a mess. Philadelphia, it's really diverse. Anyway, I just don't want that mess here. You know what I mean? We can laugh and we can kiki, but we are not going to we're not going to be ignorant. We're not going to be racist. We just don't do that here, right? I'm not cussing nobody out, although some of y'all cuss me out. And let's just talk about that right here. I'm letting y'all into my living room, okay? I'm trying my best. I don't get everything right. A lot of times I do. Sometimes I don't. I traveled out of the country twice to one place, Jamaica, okay? So I'm an American, okay? And I'm ignorant to some things. I hate to admit it, but the truth is the truth. Our education system is in the trash. So I'm figuring a lot out on the damn internet, okay? So some of y'all going to have to watch how y'all talk to me about some things that I get wrong. I am okay with being checked for being wrong, but it's your delivery. It's the way you talk to me. Now, I know I don't understand your tone because you're writing it in text. But when you start off with an insult and then you get into your issue, oh, baby, you're going to get blocked. I'm going to give you that one time and I'm going to explain to you. After that, if you just want to fight, you're gone. This is my house. This is my house. Now you can check me. but just find out how to talk to me. I'm a black woman. You got to address me with the same damn respect you give to a man. And that's on period. Anyway, keep it cute in the comments section. All around. All around. We're not going to get messy. We're not going to get racist. We're not going to get homophobic. We're not going to get homophobic. We're not going to get us sexist. We're not going to become ageist. We're going to respect everybody as a family. Okay? Anyway, let's get back into Devin and Jihoon. Ma'am, you married a man who doesn't want to work. He has told you this several times in your language and in his. What ain't clicking? What ain't clicking? Because even in the translator, he was just like, listen, I don't make a lot of money. I don't work. When he said, I don't take full-time jobs because I like to sleep, I said, what? You got a family, bro. You got 2 kids and a wife. And he's like, I like my downtime. I like to chill. I like to relax, relate, and release. I don't need to slave at no job for no 8 hours a day. I like a nice little part-time job. So this is the amount of money that I make, and you have to be okay with it. I cannot believe he said that to her. He said it in his language too. So I was like, there was nothing lost in translation. He said it in his language, and then he said it to her in English. He don't want to work. That's it. Like, there's nothing else you can do with that, ma'am. He told you he's okay with living like this because he does not want to work full time. I've never heard anybody say it. I've seen people live it, right? You just know when somebody's lazy. You see it. But they never said it. He said it out loud twice and on camera. Girl, go home. Take Ramona the Terrible and Targaryen and the poor man's Kathleen Turner and just go home. Just go home. This isn't work. There's a lot of relationships where I'm just like, don't stay for the kids. This just didn't work. And I think, again, it's, yes, they were using condoms, but they weren't responsible with the condom. It slipped off the first time. I don't believe that, guys. I'm telling you. I think that Devin is saying that the condom slipped off just to save face so that, she won't be out here being an Ariella. Okay? Because Ariella was just like, listen, I liked it. I jumped on it and I got pregnant. It is what it is. Devin wants to be like, oh, we were flirting and dating for a really long time. And when we met, we just had sex because we were so in love and the condom slipped off. No, you saw that man and you like what you saw. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Devin is a K-pop hoe. She saw Jihoon and was like, this is my dream. This is what I've been waiting for. And she jumped on that man and ended up with Targaryen. I don't think a condom was involved. I just think she doesn't want to be judged by that. Because that's just how society is. So I get it. I understand. But girl, you got to stop telling that lie. I don't believe it. I don't believe the condom slipped off. That's why I get them snug condoms. Girl, stop saying that. Stop saying that about your husband. Oh, regular condoms don't fit him. So I get him, snug condoms. You know what you're doing when you say that about your man. Especially your Asian man on a westernized TV show. Devin, you know better. You know what you're doing. We have to get him snug condoms because his penis is too small. It wasn't too small for you to get pregnant. Don't play me. Play checkers. Before we wrap this up, when Devin told his wife that his mother has to hold on to his money because if he has it, he'll spend it. He basically told his wife, I'm not responsible. So every check that I get, I give to my mom because if not, if I have cash, I'll spend it. What is going on here? What, you lied to her to get the woman to move out here. She's paid for everything, given up everything to come over here to be with you, and you just lied. He just lied about everything and had the nerve to be defensive. Devin, I think she's probably still with him. Listen, I hope it works out. I hope that I don't know. I hope that they're faking this for TV. Because she seems to be really in love with this dude, and I think he really wants to. I think he loves her, right? I just think he's not responsible. And I think he wants to make it work. They both want to make it work. I hope it does. But Jihoon, you got to do better. You're a father. You're a husband. I don't know what it's like in Korea, but I know in America, it's expected for the man to lead the home, especially financially. It's just expected. Doesn't always happen. But, it's just we're a, partly Christian nation. God is on the money, but not in the hearts. That's another video for another time. So poor Devin. I feel bad. I just felt bad for her every episode thus far because she's just been lied to and played. And the last thing she said to Jihoon was, I'm going home. And I absolutely agree. Go home. Go home until he gets it right. When you come back out here, don't come with them kids. Come temporarily and make sure you are in a safe situation in Korea. Make sure he has a full-time job. 2, he can have a part-time second job, but he needs a first full-time job, okay? Make sure he has that. Make sure you're living in a nice apartment in a neighborhood that you feel safe in. Make sure he has a way for you to get around. Make sure there is money for you guys to eat and live. Make sure all of that happens before you bring your kids out here again. I don't think that she should do that I don't think that she should make this trek with the kids again until she knows it's safe and secure. And then you start being the chick that holds on to his money and no longer his mama. I would hate, oh child. You know, sometimes I want a man and then I watch this show and I'm like, ooh. I would hate to be like, ooh, my husband got paid. Give me that check, because you know how you are with $1. Who wants a man like that? Oh, sad, sad, sad. Anyway, that's it for me. That's all the things that I thought about this episode. What did you guys think? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you. Oh, what's coming up next? Oh, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm back to reviewing that. I've been watching it. I just haven't been reviewing it because of, you know, timing and everything with the editing. I'm about to be doing some editing tonight. Anyway, I'll see you soon for that. Love you guys. Bye.